It's been a while, but I'm back up to San Simeon in this beautiful place, and it's nice and warm out this morning. It's rather shocking. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I obviously did not stay in this spot overnight. Cannot do so. There's signs at the end of each end of this pull-out area that say no overnight parking. Why is my lenses has spots on it? Even though the ordinance is unconstitutional discrimination, it is illegal. Overnight parking bans are illegal, yet they still exist, and the cops still try to enforce them. But, well, I didn't feel like dealing with that last night. But anyways, that's not the purpose for this video. Oh, it has been a while. Most of July, I was back down in Pismo. I was not there for 4th of July, but then I had to go back down, do some things with family. Had my niece's birthday just a couple days ago. 3rd birthday, quite fun. But now that all those things are over, back up here, and hopefully can get some things done, get some recordings done. I think I see a way down to the beach here, so it should be a good beach to read on, I think. I'll try to get a couple chapters read quickly and soon, maybe even get several done today. That would be nice. Maybe the commentated readings are a little harder to get through, but the regular readings I should be able to do. There's several places down here I can set up with different backgrounds, make it a little bit more interesting. And I think I figured out the problems from the audio last time, so hopefully that'll be much better this next time, and I might even re-record the last chapter. Let's see. What else? So wasn't feeling real well through most of July. I got egged again. I didn't make a video about it this time, but don't know why. It sounds like the same person. It's the same person that's repeatedly egging people in that location on Turi Road between Morro Bay and Los Osos. I don't get why somebody has to be so rude all the time to so many people. It doesn't make any sense to me to be that cruel for no reason other than to be cruel to people who are struggling in life. So I'm gonna try to figure out getting a video security cameras put up and try to capture that person, find out who they are, and get them reported to the police for repeated harassment and essentially assault. It is assault with eggs on this person's vehicle, but it is an attack, and that's not legal. It's a crime. And it's just immoral and cruel and really shows the person to be pathetic. It's just an annoyance to clean up and a frustration, something that to add to my anguish, mental anguish, and yeah. But on a better note, I got a new battery. I finally began my battery upgrade to lithium. It's unfortunately, there turned out to be a few other things that I needed to do as well as just getting a battery. I need to get a new converter, which means I might need to get a whole new fuse box, breaker box for the house, which should be close to $500 and close to $700 if I have the shop put it in, because the shop wants to charge $200 per hour of labor. Like, I only make $1,000 a month, so like 5 hours of work for anything is an entire month of money for me. How can somebody be charging that much? 5 times what I make in a month for 1 hour. Or a fifth of what I make in a month for 1 hour. Entire months can be down in half a day. Spend an entire month's of money in less than a day trying to get repairs done. Of course, that's not happy news, is it? No, that's not. Oh, I was gonna say happiness. But yes, it is good to have the battery. I appreciate having the new, bigger battery. It is it's by Cloud Energy. It's 12 volt, 150 amp hour. So it's basically like 4 times bigger, or 3 times bigger than the lead acid battery that I had. So I can do quite a bit more. I can start working on my computer earlier in the morning, and I can use it later at night, without even when the sun's gone down. And as I get a second, third, and fourth battery of that type, I will be able to do even more and run my refrigerator on the batteries. That will be a glorious thing. But it's going to be like $2,000 more that I have to invest in order to get to that point, which is not easy to save up for. When you're only making $1,000 a month, and that $1,000 has a lot of expenses on it, and most of that $1,000, I mean, it's August 2nd, and most of the month's money is gone. In one day, most of it's $11.50 about that I get, $11.47 that I get a month on disability, and I'm now with putting $200 in savings. So there is, yes, I am managing to save some money, but $200 into savings, $200 for gas, $100 for seizure medication, and $200 for groceries. It adds up quickly, and that $200 for groceries ain't gonna last the whole month. Problem of not being able to eat rice. Oh, rice makes me sick, gives me a horrible stomachache. So the cheapest of foods I cannot eat, but I figure out ways. It's food stamps gives me $25 for an entire month. $25 for a month when I'm coming to the government to ask for food money to help with food. I'm not asking my parents. I'm not asking friends. I'm not sitting on the street corner asking strangers. I'm coming to the government, and they give me $25 for an entire month of food. I don't know about you, but $25 don't buy anything at a grocery store. Or at least not enough to eat on. Yeah, it's a frustration. But I've got fishing poles and tackle and stuff. So I'm going to, on Saturday, when I run out of steak, I'm going up to the pier up there, and I'm going to fish. I'm going to try to get some fish and have some free food. That would be nice to have free food. Yeah, who don't like free food and free fish? that'll be good. It'll be good to take that chance and figure that out and deal with cleaning the fish. With my autism issues, I don't like the junk on my hands. I don't like having dirty hands. That's always since I was a kid. But I have to deal with it. I have to do it. This has got to be done. And other people can do it, so why can't I? I should be able to do what other people can do, right? It ain't a bad thing. It's not gonna kill me to do it. My fingers aren't going to burn and melt and rot off because I touched the fish, touched the guts of a fish, and scaled a fish. But it was actually been a pain to even get the fishing license. Well, actually, no, I haven't even been able to get a fishing license because there are no places within hundreds of miles from me to get a disabled fishing license. No place on the California Central Coast. There's LA, Fresno, and San Francisco area. Monterey. It's between LA and Monterey and Fresno. Maybe Bakersfield, but still, that's way to the east. And Ventura, all the way up through San Luis Obispo, has nothing. And there's not too much in the next county above. And it's quite a ways up to the next county and past that county to where there is a place where I can get a disabled person's fishing license. But luckily, piers do not require personal fishing licenses. You can fish on a pier without a license because it falls under the license of the pier owner or manager. And since the pier has a fishing license, the public can use the pier's fishing license as if their own. So I don't really need a fishing license as long as I'm fishing on a pier, which is pretty cool. And that's fishing from a pier is much better than fishing from the shore, where the water's much shallower for much further, and you have to get the line way much further out. But go out to the end of the pier, fish for some fish, and hope that the line that came with the fishing poles are not too weak for the base fish that are out there. I don't know exactly, but I think it might be a 4-pound test line, which is not much at all. We shall see. I may have to buy new fishing line and re-string the poles, which is not a huge deal, just minor annoyances, minor things that will slow down the ability to have fish for food dinner. Because I want to have fish for dinner. I would love to have some good fish for dinner. In the stores, the fish is very, very expensive. Up here, especially. Well, there goes the Rialta. I like the little Rialta, the Rialta RV, except for the bathroom. Having to pull the bathroom doors out, the slide, in order to have space in order to use the bathroom. That's just a bit too obnoxious for me. Not something I wanted to deal with all the time. Or it's just no, too small. Oh well. I like my RV for the most part. I did have somebody park on my nose not too long ago, and I mean, like, literally 4 inches from my front end, while somebody was also about 2 feet behind me. And I knew knew the person in front of me wasn't going to be leaving for quite some time. And I needed to. So I had to, unfortunately, adjust backwards slightly so I could get centered on their vehicle, their car, and I pushed their car out of my way. Several hours later, it was still there where I had pushed it, blocking in somebody else from behind as they were parked perpendicular to where I and the car in front of me was. Because, I mean, I can't park perpendicular to the street, I have to park parallel to the street. And yeah, so I don't know, hopefully that person got towed before too long and had to deal with that, because I was not happy that they parked on my nose. It caused me a lot of anger for quite a while. Lots of frustrations. And I think, when did, was that right before a Renaissance Fair? Or is that, yeah, anyways, well, had another Renaissance Fair. Saturday was okay. Sunday I could not stand up, or could not stay on my feet long enough to go. Wasn't stable enough to drive, and wasn't going to be stable enough to walk around fair for 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours of walking around and doing stuff. Oh, it was fun. It was fun. Wearing my kilt, hanging out with my sister, her husband, and the nephew and niece, and random people, random friends, making some new friends. Not getting a girlfriend. Maybe if I had gone Sunday, might have found her, but wasn't able to go. I miss going to fair single and leaving with a girlfriend. I did that a couple years in a row. It was fun. Oh well. But anyways, this video is now 17 and a half minutes. It is, and there's things I need to do today. Get ready, prep for recording some Harry Potter, because I gotta get through that. Gotta get through my Harry Potter readings, because it's been years and years. And I may even do some poetry readings too, because I gotta do some of those too. I said I was going to read poetry as well as Harry Potter and some other things, and I haven't done much of any of that. So, things to do, and hopefully I continue to feel good enough to do them. I mean, I haven't even had coffee this morning, and I'm feeling pretty good. Been awake for a while, don't know how long, but I was in a place where I was flat last night instead of on an angle where I'm leaning and my feet are awkward and it's difficult to maintain balance. Oof. And rolling in bed because of gravity being too much of an angle. Can't sleep when you're on too big of an angle, and when people decide to rev their engines at me at 2 a.m. There's a face on the hillside there. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. There. This little face on the hillside. But yeah. Whoa. Lighting is, since it's getting brighter out there, it's getting darker on my face somewhat. But yeah, now we're at 19 minutes, so I should go hit this off before we hit the 20-minute mark. So thank you for watching this video, for keeping in touch with me and following. Hit the like button, the subscribe button for more content that's going to be coming. And I suppose even hit the notification bell, since I don't upload very often. It'd be best to hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a video, because it's not often, and I don't want you to miss what we've got. So yeah, thanks. Catch you on the flip side.